Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Welcome back to Komi's Corner. Today I'll be taking you through the process of how I made this sumptuous, mouth-watering, delicious coconut rice. I'll be taking you through the process of how I made it. Thank you so much. If you are a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate you. And if you are just joining for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell, so as soon as I drop another video, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you so much. You see the rice is looking so yummy. Oh my god, you need to taste this rice. I paired it with some salad, just to wash it down. Thank you so much guys for joining again. So now let's get started into the video without wasting so much time. This is my pepper mix here. I used about 6 habanero pepper, 2 onions, 1 red pepper, my orange pepper, yellow pepper, and 1 long pepper. And that's my chicken. We're using chicken laps for this recipe. And this is my fish, my catfish, the dried one. That's my coconut. And these are some seasoning. I used the bay leaf. This is my onion powder, the ginger powder, rosemary leaves, my garlic powder. That's my oregano leaf, my tajin seasoning, all-purpose seasoning. That's my white pepper there, the black pepper, thyme, curry, and yeah. For this recipe, I used the Basmati rice. It's Tudor long grain rice, and that's my mackerel fish. I went ahead to rinse the pepper and to seed, remove the stem and the label on it. It's already a norm. There's always a label on your pepper, so you need to be careful so you don't blend the labels with your pepper. That's what I'm actually doing. I'm done the seeding. That's my pepper looking all ready to be blended. So I have blended this. You can as well use your blender to blend it to a smooth paste. No, I used the food processor and I went ahead to clean my chicken. As me I added some vinegar to make the meat very washed, and I removed the fat on the body of the chicken. We don't need extra fat here, so I removed the fat. It is time to season the chicken. You can please adjust the seasoning to your preferred taste. So this is me just cutting my onions, and I added the seasonings. That's the rosemary. I added the rosemary. That's my oregano leaves, the garlic powder. I added the ginger powder, and I added some onion powder as well. I forgot to add my bay leaves, so that's the tajin multi-purpose seasoning, some curry. I added 2 spoons of curry and a little bit of thyme, and I added my salt as well. So I think a spoon and a half of Maggi, the blended chicken or Maggi, and I proceeded to mix. I didn't add water at this stage. I allowed the chicken to bring out its own juice, and I added the water later because that's what we want. That we want the chicken to be really seasoned, so that's its own juice after it had cooked for like 7 minutes. So I added just a little bit of water, and I proceeded to fry my chicken in the air fryer. You can actually use your oil if that's what works for you. So this is the fish, I left it, I allowed it to defrost, and this is me just removing the gut. We want it very clean, very clean. So I'm just removing the gut and making sure everything is clean, like properly clean. So I mixed some seasoning. There's Maggi, there's my garlic. I added ginger earlier. I added some onion powder. This is the seasoning I'll be using for the fish. I added some tajin. I added some salt. And I started to rub this seasoning on the body of the fish and also in the inside, because we want the fish to be well seasoned. And I folded it. The fish is a little bit big, so I had some issues folding it, but then we did what we had to do, one way or the other. So I used the toothpick to hold it, and I proceeded to air frying it as well. Looking so yummy already. Follow the instruction on your air fryer. My air fryer says I should air fry it for 20 minutes on 360 degrees. So this is my coconut. I removed the shell and I rinsed thoroughly because we don't want any sand, we don't want any debris. So I rinsed it thoroughly to make sure it's neat and clean for use. And that's it. Looking so yummy. It was so sweet. I was really lucky with my choice of my choice of coconut. I'm not always lucky, but this time, oh my god, the coconut was so sweet. So I used a cup of water to blend this coconut. I used a cup of warm water because we need to extract all juice, right? So I used a cup of warm water to blend the coconut. You can use more and you can use less. So I tried to remove all the juice from the shaft, and that's what it was looking like after I was done. Really nice. Yeah, my fish is ready. I put off the air fryer and I brought it out, and I proceeded to deboning the catfish. I grated some ginger and garlic because I'll be sauteing some ginger and garlic in the oil before I proceed to adding other ingredients. I grated some ginger and garlic. You can skip this part, but it's a very important part for me, so I didn't skip it. And I went ahead to wash our rice. That's 4 cups of basmati rice. Wash your rice until it runs clear. I think I wash her about 3 to 4 times. And yeah, it's time to make yummy rice. So you need just a little bit of oil, because the coconut has its own oil, so we don't want too many oil in the food. So just add a little bit of oil. Saute your ginger and garlic. Add your diced onions to the oil, and yes, introduce your fish here. Oh my god, the aroma in my kitchen is heavenly. I introduced my catfish and the pepper, the roughly blended pepper that we did earlier. can as well use crayfish if you want, but I will not be using crayfish for this one. So I added the oil from the fish, and I proceeded to, adding some seasoning. That's the rosemary, the darjin, multi-purpose seasoning. I added some onion powder, just a little bit of oil, so you can add your seasoning to your taste. I added some black pepper. I added salt to taste. And I added some white pepper as well. I added 2 spoons of curry and half spoon of thyme. Just a little spoon of thyme, and I stirred together to make sure the whole ingredient is well incorporated with the sauce we are trying to fry. I added my rice, and I toast this together for about 6 minutes. Yeah, I kept toasting the rice and the pepper. I want it to be well combined. So I did this process for about 5 minutes, and until you begin to perceive that that fragrance, that bone fragrance. Yeah, that's what we want to achieve here. So I stirred this for like 5 minutes. And see, it's looking so yummy already. And I added the coconut oil, the coconut milk. I forgot to tell you that you could use your coconut oil to also fry the base of this. But I used the normal vegetable oil. So I drained my chicken broth because we don't want all the onions and everything in the rice. So I made sure I drain it properly, and we only need the chicken broth, so we don't want all of this in the chicken broth, and that's it. So I added the chicken broth like after 7 minutes that I started to cook the rice, and I stirred together properly. Yeah, it's time to introduce the fish. Oh my god, you need to taste this mackerel fish. So yummy. So I removed the head, and I made sure to remove every bone. Yeah, because we don't want bone in the rice, right? So we only need the fish. So I removed the bone. Then I poured the fish in the rice. We didn't introduce it earlier because we don't want it to, we still want some of it to stand. But you can introduce this fish anytime you want, and you can use some other protein like shrimp. You can use gizzard. You can use sausages. Just do your thing, just do your thing the way you want it. Is the all we want is the coconut rice to come out perfect and yummy. So the rice is 80% done here. So I said I should stir again because we don't want it to burn, and you can see it's not sticking together, so it's standing on its own. I added some vegetables, just to make the end result really nice. So I added some vegetables and I stirred. You can definitely achieve this yummy coconut rice if you follow this recipe to the very end. You can see it's not difficult. It's really easy. It's just everything, and it's so so rich, so yummy. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for sticking through to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe, share. Bye.